a Shadowline production. With this fight with Jake Paul, like obviously he's beaten a lot of legends. He's beaten a lot of people who have done great things either in boxing, formerly in boxing, but in particularly MMA. Like, how do you break down a kid like that? He's got the youth.
Well, first of all, you don't know how old you are. Somebody told you how old you are. Julius Caesar had a big ego. He wanted the extra month, so he said, I'm going to create July. So how old are you? These people are creating months and years to make people a certain particular age. You really don't know how old you are. You don't know how old, I don't know how old I am. People design their own calendar. So we don't know how old we are. We know what people tell us how old we are. We know what people tell us we should be retired by this age. That's what they tell us. Our man's biggest downfall is to believe he has limitations. And that's what we do when we believe we're a certain amount of age. I don't think I'm 58. Do you think I feel 58? When I'm fighting them young niggas in the gym and they're bashing me, them big, strong motherfuckers, and I'm bashing them back. You think I feel 58? You think they're not trying to hurt me in that gym?
Yeah.
So they can get a reputation?
Yeah.
Young 30, 28-year-old motherfuckers.
Yeah.
No, they ain't getting nothing.
And that's an interesting point that you bring up, because that is something that, like, we're in a place where we're kind of, it's being thrown around at us. Oh, no one's won a title over the age of 30 something or something like that. And they're saying, okay.
Because no one believed they could, because everybody told them that they couldn't. That's why.
Exactly. And they keep saying, oh, you should retire. You guys should retire. You guys should retire. But I don't feel like I should retire. I'm in a place where mentally I can still do this. Mentally, I still want to get up and do the work.
100%. Listen, I lost. I got beat my last pro fight when I fought. I lost. I got beat. I stopped fighting for a while. I recuperated. Hey, let's do it again. Let's start all over. Now we're doing it again at this level. You know, you don't have to stop doing just what you love doing. You know, you don't have to stop doing it. Just by the grace of God, this guy Jake Paul came around. You know.
Okay, now you say by the grace of God. Why do you say that, Mike?
Because he made noise. He caused for people to hate him, and nothing's more.
And he brings in the.
Well, that's from hate. There's nothing more. There's no bigger finance than hate. Hate sells more than love, but love is more powerful than hate.
Whoa! I like that.
I feel that, because at some point, and even some of the biggest guys, business and purse-wise and gate-wise, have understood this. I think Floyd understood this at one point, to where he realized, yes, his style might have not been friendly to watch, because, of course, everybody, the spectators, they all want to see violence. They all want to see blood, even though they're not willing to risk themselves and their health to go in there and do it.
Listen,
they want to see that.
Exactly. This is what I always try to explain to people, especially when I'm talking to the corporate American. What we do, people avoid their whole entire life. At least they try to avoid their whole entire life. What we do it for a living. Right. It means nothing to us to get up in the morning and get punched in the face, to get our nose broken and punched back. They avoid it their whole entire life. At least they try to. And they humiliate themselves trying to avoid it. With us, they snap of a finger. Let's do it.
We talked about fear, you know, and I do believe that that's something that makes Mike Tyson special, is the fact that there's fear in you. Can you explain a little bit about that, Mike?
I don't know. That's just who I am. I'm a fear-based person. My whole life is based off fear of failing, fear of succeeding, because succeeding may lead to failure in another direction, or in the higher participant of that direction. And but I know how to control my fear. My fear doesn't dominate me. You know, I have a relationship with my fear.
So you have a relationship with fear. So do you believe that you were born with that? Because your story
No, I wasn't born. I was taught. My mentor taught me to understand fear. You know, if you didn't if I didn't know the dynamics of fear, I would think I'm a coward. But I'm not a coward. Everybody has the same feelings, but it's what the coward do that makes him a coward, and what the hero doesn't do that makes him the hero. But we all have the same feelings. It's just to control those feelings.
And when you look at a guy like Jake Paul, so whether it was Jake Paul or anybody else there would still be that fear in there.
Absolutely. If it was my sister, my daughter, I would still have that fear. I wouldn't fight if I didn't possess it.
Do you feel like that too, Kamaru? How do you channel the fear a little bit?
I do. I obviously getting into sports and our trajectory to where we are now. I try to study as much as I can, and I try to study even some of the things that you've said early on, or some of the things that kind of help me hone that and take that in to the point where your description of your approach to the fight on fight day, to the walk, to that ring, to the cage for us, I play that in my head every single time, because those are the feelings that I'm having at that time. Every time I'm walking, as I get closer to the cage, as I get inside the cage, just the way that I feel. And those have been some of the words and things that have helped me deal with that fear, because you touched on this a little bit before. When you're training, when you're in the gym training with guys are getting the better of you. You know, guys are looking good, they're looking sharp. Or even if you don't have a fight, you're looking great, you're training with guys, it seems like you never get tired. And then as soon as you sign down that dotted line and there's a date, and there's an opponent, there's someone to fight, it all changes. It's like that fear just now comes into play, and it seems to kind of, I don't know why that is, of why that takes control, a hold of it.
Now, I don't understand that. That's the part of fear I don't understand. What you just said, I don't think, I'm going to explain it now. I don't think no fighter understand that. We can go in the gym, world champion, the baddest guy in MMA. They go in the gym, and there's a guy that can kick his ass every day in that gym.
Right.
In that gym, he'll kick his ass. But if he fight anybody outside that gym, if he go into a fight like you, he can't beat nobody.
Right.
You know guys like that?
Oh, yeah.
Kick your ass in that gym. I don't care how great you are. You get in that gym with him, he'll beat your ass. But you let him go to a ring, he's fighting an opponent, a real fight, some lights, some popcorn, and he just falls apart. And I just don't understand that. See what fear does to you? See what it does? Kill you in that ring.
But
the world
I-
champ
but I-
beat everybody in that gym.